Last week I talked about pain, and I encouraged us that the kind of pain that comes with gain is that pain that God is involved in it. So today I'll just add to that something that is very important that we discussed sometimes last week with some group of people, and it's about patience. One thing about patience is that it's very essential, and it prevents us from a lot of painful things that sometimes we go through. And patience is necessary in time of pain, because when you're feeling pain, you can be so overwhelmed by it, and you just make it so big and elevate it above God. But we all know that God is so big and there's nothing He cannot do. Last week I talked about some people that endured pain and what was involved in their pain. I talked about Joseph, I talked about Job, I talked about Jesus. Their pain came with a gain. We could see the ending of Joseph. He had to endure pain and he became the second in command in Egypt. We could see Job. He lost everything, but at the end he had times two of all he lost. We could see Jesus. He bared the pain on the cross, but now he's seated in glory in heaven. So God was included in all this pain. And for every one of these people I just mentioned now, we could see the iota of patience in them. They waited on God. There's something I once heard, that if you're waiting on God, then you should do what waiters do, serve. So I don't know what kind of pain you're in right now. I just want you to just serve. Yes, the pain might be so unbearing, the pain might be so harsh on you, but serve. We can see from the life of Joseph, he served actually, because he never let the pain of his brothers selling him into slavery touch him, but rather he kept on holding on to God. Even though there was a time that his master's wife came to him to sleep with him, but his service to God, his worship to God didn't let him do that. He said, how will I do this and sin against God? We could see Jesus also. He still continued serving. What he said was, not my will but yours be done. And we could see that same thing in the life of Job. He never cursed God in any of the things he faced, but rather he just kept on holding on to God. So patience is key when you're facing pain, and at a time like this that there's corona, there's a lot of things. Maybe you're depressed, maybe a lot of things might be happening to you. I just want to encourage you to be patient. And patience, which I'm talking about, is absolute patience. Patience that doesn't involve any form of complaints. When you're worshiping God, you're thankful to God, it chases away complaints. And that's the kind of absolute patience I'm encouraging us to do. When we talk about patience, we just think it's just like accepting it, but we have the room for complaining. But no, the kind of patience I'm talking about is an absolute patience that gives no room for complaining. A patience that gives absolute praises to God, absolute worship to God, absolute service to God. So be encouraged today and worship God, serve God as you are patient. Give no room for complaining. The devil will bring reasons to complain, will bring a lot of things to your mind, but choose to have patience, because the pain that God is involved in is the one with gain. God bless you and remain blessed.